where we going today, right? OYO Crypto. I wanna tap into something real quick, right? Because one thing that we talk about a lot when we talking about crypto, right? Is adoption rates, right? How how much is crypto being accepted into everyday life, right? And here in the United States, but around the world, right? So let me share this screen real quick with you. So now we've heard of cryptocurrency being used as legal tender in different countries, right? Around the world right now, we're seeing. So one article that I just saw today, right? Um, Central African Republic, right? They adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender, right? Now, either that's a big thing or it's a little thing, right? That's kind of up to you. But if you notice, I mean, we already have El Salvador. We have a lot of countries who are adopting Bitcoin or different cryptocurrencies as a legal tender. Um, as a legal tender, uh, one which will help them to fight against a lot of the oppression that comes with being under the IMF, right, or the World Bank, right, and what can happen when someone outside of your country is in control of how your currency works, right? So, somebody want to throw some sanctions on you, or someone wants to, like, you know, get you in a position where inflation is crazy in your country, right? And you end up paying 1,000,000 shillings for a loaf of bread, right? Um, it shows you that unless you are in control of your own money, whether this is on a governmental level, whether it's on a personal level, if you're not in control of your own finances, then you kind of left up to the whim of however somebody wants to move you. And so it's crucial, right? Looking at this to say, it's now being accepted as a legal tender. And that's crazy because what that will do, that will bring power of governance, power of authority, back to a lot of places. Like, for instance, Jamaica is just in wild amounts of debt, right? To the IMF, right? And to the World Bank, because they have to take out loans and they need this money for their own infrastructure and their own development. And so, people come with a bag full of money and say, if you want it, you can have it, but it's going to come with different costs. And so, but, as we see this whole movement of decentralization of just life, but in particular of currency, of finance, right? We see where, you know, like we said, we got whole governments who are looking to break off from whatever currency they were binded by, right, and step into the world of digital currency, right? Because everybody can see that this is the future of money, that this is where things are moving. And so it's just it's real encouraging because, like, as somebody who's been in the crypto space for a while, like, I've seen ridiculous jumps and then ridiculous dips. And, in the back of your mind, you could start to think like, maybe this isn't it. Maybe it's not going to be as big as I thought it was. But then you turn around time and time again, these new advancements and these new revelations come through to show you and, like, confirm to you that, nah, it is what you think it is, and it's going to be what you think it's going to be. So yeah. So that just make me mad excited. You know what I'm saying? I wake up in the morning like, ether, all that. So another thing I wanted to go in on, as always, we talk a lot about different coins, and as it was explained to me, just from certain certain price predictions, right? You know, watching Bitcoin rise over 60, drop back down to 30, right, is the same peak and valley game that we've been seeing for the past 10 years, right? And so if that's the case, right, you know the price of Bitcoin is going to go up crazy and it's going to come down crazy, but it's never going to drop back down to zero. That's not happening. That's not going to happen, right? And so if that's not going to happen, we know when the bear market comes, the price is going to drop, right? When the bulls come back out, it's going to shoot up, and it's going to shoot up past the high that it was before. And so just looking at it right now, and this by no way is financial advice, right? I'm just kicking it with you. It's just a young black man sitting here rocking, a young black man with grays, see the grays, but you know what I'm saying? You know, we just kicking it, we just talking. But I'm just giving you my vantage point, right? If we seeing, if some of the price projections that we've seen sees Bitcoin going up, you know, upwards of like 250,000, like within the next like 2 to 5 years or so, right? And if we see that, if we see that that's the trajectory, and we see that if I have $1 in Bitcoin right now at 40,000, if it goes up to 250,000, that dollar would be worth $6. But as we've seen in the same time spans, where Bitcoin can double and Ether can do 5 times that. And from what we're talking about, XRP doing 10 times that. And then, you know, if you get crazy lucky and catch the scoop, you know, you get up on a Shiba mission and it does 1,000 times that. So all of that's to say that watching Bitcoin rise, ebb and fall and all of that, just gives me the confirmation that we in the right space, right? And we on the cusp of the future, right? And yeah, I had a person ask me the other day. It was like, well, what do you think is going to happen? Is my dollar going to be worthless in 5 years? I said, it won't be worthless, but it's losing value right now. Like inflation is what, 7-8%? So the value of your dollar is probably something around like 70 cents. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a question of if the dollar won't have any value, it's already losing value and it's consistently lost value. So it's really more so about like, yo, listen, don't wait for the dollar to not have value. You know what I'm saying? Like put your money into different asset classes that will be able to kind of safeguard the value of your so-called dollar right now. You know what I'm saying? Like we look at it, man. One Bitcoin is worth $40,000. Like, do we really understand what that means? Right? Like, there's no other currencies on the earth that's doing that, right? Like, what's the pound? Like, the pound is such a big deal because it's like what, 1.5 to like $1.5 dollars to 1 pound, right? And you see how much that does for you, right? You see how much more that buys you. People come from Europe all the time and come over to the United States and just be cashing out. You know what I'm saying? Buying up mad stuff because the value of their money is higher. And so if I walk into any place around the world in the next 5 years with 1 Bitcoin, just like I have $1, then it's going to command a heavy price tag. So saying all that to say, yeah, man, just stay cognizant of the fact that Things are shifting, and the shift is already in motion. And you need to be a part of that shift, right? So, if you want to have more conversations, if you want to tap into more information, all of that, you know what I'm saying? Definitely follow us at OYO Enterprise on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? And OYO Enterprises on YouTube, right? Like, subscribe, follow, talk about us, you know what I'm saying? Read about us, do whatever you got to do. But know that we are here to give information. And also, on top of information, we're here to hit you with the implementation of that information. All right. So, like I said, my name, did I say it in the beginning? I don't think I said it in the beginning. My name is O.Y.O Kinsey, the proud founder of OYO Enterprises. You know what I'm saying? We are here to work together. Let's do this. We in here and we out. Peace and love.